How you doing, folks? Yeah. Precision guesswork based on unreliable data provided by those of questionable knowledge. I'm going to show you something right here real quick. How far is Polaris? 433.8 light years away. How big is Polaris? About 50 times the size of the sun. This is where it gets interesting, folks. You see that? That just happens to be a vacuum tube. Notice the light in the vacuum tube. It's even coming outside and gathering outside of the vacuum tube. This is a vacuum tube, folks. Space is supposed to be a vacuum. Get situated here. So here we have the sun and the vacuum of space, and as you all see, light travels through a vacuum of space. So this here would basically be the shadow in January when the 23.4 degree tilt of the earth is away from the sun, and Polaris is 93 mil, or what was it, 433 light years away. This is only 93 million miles away. 91 here, 93 here. That's the nighttime spectrum in June, going out that way. This is the nighttime spectrum in January, going this way. Polaris is clearing the fuck out here, excuse the F-bomb. Polaris is only 50 times the size of the sun. Are you getting it yet? There is no way that Polaris's light would be observable in June with the heliocentric model. It just will not work. Should I show you the vacuum again? Or are you getting it yet? Plain and simple, folks. All you have to do is put a little critical thought into everything you've ever been instructed to believe, and you'll find that about 90% of it's horseshit. It's beyond bullshit. It's horseshit. I got here because Curtis is doing some videos on the star trails, and I read some stuff on the star trails many years ago, a couple years ago, when I got into this reality check that we've all been going through. And so I was going to do a display for Chris on him being right on not being able to see the star trails as they appear in their counterclockwise rotation, but I couldn't do it. It seems to work on the spinning ball Earth. And so I started looking at other avenues on what's up with this phenomena that we're all going through right now, on searching for reality. And that's what brought me to this investigation of the light in the vacuum and the sun being only 91 and 93 million miles away in January and in June respectively. Are you see where I'm coming from, folks? That's the shade pattern that the Earth, the black being the night, everything else is covered in sunlight. There's no way Polaris would be able to be observed because it's clear out here, so far out here that 433 light years away. This is only 93 million miles away. It only takes 10 minutes, they say, for the sunlight to reach Earth. Polaris is 433.5, I think is what that said, light years out there. So them light rays that you're seeing from Polaris are 433 light years away. It took them 433 light years. You get it? Are you seeing it yet, folks? The heliocentric model's been blown completely out of the water. Anybody who still buys that bullshit now, they're just not real people who can even get a grasp on reality. I don't know what else to tell you. That's simple, observable fact by this vacuum tube right here, displaying its brilliant yellow light on this backdrop right here, and even being able to see it lit inside of the vacuum tube. You see? It just don't work, folks. Just don't work. See you later.